past week, I've been driving the BAIC, otherwise known as BAIC B40 Plus, and I'm going to be very honest with you. Driving this car day to day, getting from A to B on the road, it's perfectly fine. It gets the job done quite happily. There's no issues with it. I do think so. It is powered by a 2-litre turbo petrol, this variant. I do think it's a little bit underpowered. Look, fuel consumption is high. It's not high to the point of complaining. I think it's like 1 or 2 liters over what the manufacturer claims. So manufacturer claims about 11. I think I'm going to be doing 12.5, something like that. So it's really good. In terms of the vehicle itself, I took this off-road for the first time yesterday, and I'm actually sad I did because I give the car back today. I wish I took this thing off-road like 4 days ago. I have a completely new respect for it. Completely, utterly new respect for it. Driving it on the road, there's really nothing to go home and brag about. I mean, there's a lot of interior aspects that the car can be improved, especially if you're talking about the infotainment system. There is no Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, but I am aware that BAIC have just kind of brought in a module which enables Apple CarPlay. I don't think Android Auto as of yet, so they're still yet to install it onto the B40 Plus. I know they've just installed it on the X55. So besides the infotainment system, the speakers in the car really could do with a bit of upgrading, could do with a little bit of bass as well. The seats are comfortable. I do just wish that you could adjust the front seat up and down, not only back and forth, because I'm not sitting in my preferred seating position. I feel like I'm a little bit high up. Other than that, it's pretty good, actually. The car's fantastic. But as I was saying, I took it off-road and I have a completely new respect for this thing. Completely new respect for this thing. It's absolutely ridiculous off-road. It goes anywhere you want. It's got, of course, it's 4-wheel drive, so you have 2 high, 4 high, and 4 low. Yeah, no. It was so fun to drive in the dirt, in the mud, up mountains, whatever the case is. I didn't even manage to get footage of that, but it literally went just about anywhere. And I took the top off, which was fantastic. Also driving on the road with the top off, it gives a completely different experience to how the car feels. Just the experience of driving the car, you feel free somewhat. And that's when you don't really care if the sound system's not that good. Considering that the price of this car starts, I think, from about 579,000 Rand, it's actually pretty good, to be honest, for everything that you do get. I remember mentioning they did fit the BF Goodrich all-terrain tires on this car as well, which it really came in handy. Absolutely phenomenal off-road. It'll get the job done A to B during the week, Monday to Friday. And then if you want to take the weekend and go have some fun, do it. Or if you live in a location where I don't want to say there are no tarred roads, but if it's just a lot of dirt road getting to and from work Monday to Friday, definitely get this. It's amazing. Get it. I do think it's not a city slicker. It's still also definitely not a pavement princess either. It'll go anywhere you want it to. I do think that just based on the type of car it is, it's meant for a certain person, and a certain person will really appreciate certain aspects about the car and what it's made for. All I can say is I get it now, because I never understood these types of vehicles growing up. I'm like, why would you want to drive something like this? I always thought people that drove these types of cars looked stupid. And now I get it. I really get it. I mean, the entire front of the car is covered in mud. You get it now. Only thing I would say is I wish I took this off-road like 4 days ago, not the day before I was giving it back. The interior is very nice. The seats are leather, so very comfortable. There isn't a lot of legroom in the back. I'm about 5'7", so I fit well. However, my in-laws are probably closer to 6 foot, and they didn't have a ton of space, but they did fit. Ride quality, of course, suspension is soft due to the fact that it is off-roader. So on the road, it's fine. You can absolutely go over potholes. No need to worry as well. Thank you to that, being in South Africa. Throttle response, there is quite a bit of turbo lag. There is a lot of turbo lag, but it's not to the point where you're going to be wheel spinning. So not too bad. There are 4 different drive modes. There's Eco, Comfort, Snow, and Sport. I've only really driven it in Eco Comfort. So I've gone into Sport maybe 2 occasions. The differences are barely noticeable between Comfort and Sport, although there is a noticeable difference in throttle response between Comfort and Eco. So I would recommend driving in Comforts more often than not. Eco you can use on the highways, that's fine. Boot space in this car. Really great boot space. I've got one big gripe with the tailgate. So the tailgate swings open and then the window flips open. So if that makes sense. The tailgate seriously needs a hydraulic shock absorber, or whatever the case is, just so that it can stay open. Because when you're parked on a slight decline or incline, this car, the tailgate won't stay open, and it's a little bit frustrating because as you want to get something out the thing keeps closing on you. So yeah, that's probably, I think, easily an easy fix, but it's something that should have been thought of. Very similar situation with the doors, although I do understand why the doors are like that, because I mean, the car is quite wide, so if you have the shocks kind of not stopping in certain positions, you could ding the car or the wall next to you, so I do kind of get that a bit. That's okay. Car has really earned its spot. For me, it's a very cool car. Definitely give it that. I now get why people love these types of 4x4s. Would I recommend it? Yeah, no, most definitely. If you want a 4x4 and you want to have fun, and you're or you work from home and you don't need to drive in the city too much Monday to Friday, or even if you do drive in the city Monday to Friday, all I would recommend is just upgrade the sound system, get some better speakers. Definitely do that. It would be worth your while. And then find out from BAIC if by the time you are going to be purchasing the car, they haven't had an arrival of that Apple CarPlay module. There's no news for Android Auto as of yet, but definitely get the Apple CarPlay module, because right now I'm stuck to a point where it plays my music and cell phone connectivity. The music from my phone will play via Bluetooth, but in terms of using a GPS, it's straight from your phone. Your phone's kind of sitting below eyesight. It's not the easiest thing to use while driving. You do find that your eyes veer from the road quite a lot because you're looking at the GPS trying to figure out which way to go. Other than that, this thing's really great. It's actually a really awesome car. Oh yeah, another fantastic thing is the aircon in this car is phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. One of the best aircons I've ever experienced. I know it's probably something small, but I drove this car on some of the hottest days. Oh, it was great. Absolutely great. Those are my thoughts on the BAIC B40 Plus. So guys, I just want to say, I know this video is slightly different. It was a bit more of a vlog. I am just a little bit sleep deprived at the moment. This car's great. It has its purposes and its uses. And if you're going to use the car for those purposes and uses, you are not going to be disappointed. However, if you do just want a car to get around the city, and you're not going to be taking it off-road, I wouldn't recommend you get it. Get the BAIC X55 rather. That's a much better road handling car. It's easily the best handling Chinese car I've ever driven, by far. And that car does have the Apple CarPlay module installed already, so I mean, it's going to be fantastic. But I'd rather get that instead of this. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll catch you next time.